should we do a roll call just for the minutes to let it,
Okay.
everybody, we have a quorum?
Keith?
Yes.
Pierce?
Yes.
Mayor York?
Here.
Spoon is not here. Cisse?
Yes.
And Salih?
Yes. Move on to the first item to consider and vote on the minutes of March 25th, 2020.
Approval?
Second.
Okay. Keith?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes.
York?
Yes.
Cisse?
Yes.
Domino, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Are you voting yes for the minutes?
Yes.
Okay, and Salih?
Yes.
Thank you.
Item number 3, reports, recommendations, and possible action on budget office reports. As long as they can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah.
We are asking for your approval of claims, purchase orders, and payroll for the month of March in the amount of $2,795,901.47. Total appropriations in the amount of $2,172,483.90. And we did not have any inter or intra-fund transfers for the month of March.
All right. Next item.
Approve those.
Do you want to approve them one by one, or I'll entertain a motion?
Motion to approve. Second.
Keith?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes.
York?
Yes.
Cisse?
Yes.
And Salih?
Yes. Item is approved. Next item, appropriations. Or we're trying to enter our report on budget revenue and expense.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is for the month of March. So we are officially at the end of the third quarter. We are 75% of the way through the year. I'm going to jump right into page 2 on the financial report there. The month of March, sales tax was a little bit lower than it has been for every other month so far this year, but it is still up year over year. For March, our sales tax collection was $2,161,322. We are sitting right at 77.93% overall for projections. We are just slightly ahead of where we would expect to be this time of the year. If you go down to the expenses on that second page there, we're sitting at 57, just over 57% for the year. So the expenses were good right for the moment right there. We are coming in lower. On to page 3.
We're gonna do that page. What personnel, what's that? It's 100% of budget already.
Support personnel?
Support.
Yes. You know, detentions listed separately.
Yeah, so the clerks and the maintenance crew, those stability positions are listed on that payroll. And we decreased detention officers positions and still been with some clerical positions, like bonds and things.
Then you wait, it's only 57%, 75, it's moved to different categories.
Yes.
Page 3 is county contribution 2220. Again, it's kind of the same as it has been the last several months. We have had U.S. Marshals housing with another pretty solid month, over $200,000 for the month of March. ICE contract was actually up a little bit over the last month or two. It was sitting at $111,000. And then again, the use tax was lower than the last few months. We had a couple of really good use tax months in a row. Use tax certainly isn't bad, but it's coming in combined 0.26 and the 0.25. They're still over $250,000 for the month of March. Question?
Yeah. They're, sorry, DOC's up like 100%. Are they leaving people here because of the fire situation? Not picking anybody up. They're not going to at all. 76.
So overall, again, the county contribution continues to hold steady as it has kind of the last few months. We have a few good sources of revenue and then some that are obviously a little bit lower than we want. On to the next page, page 4, commissary fund. Again, a little bit lower than the last few months on commissary gross revenue. We're sitting at $165,000 for the month. We had been over $200,000 the last few months. So Again, it dropped a little bit, nothing what I would consider to be extremely significant. Overall, for the year to date, we're at 1.585 million on gross revenue. Total expenses year to date is $637,191. But if you take those open encumbrances into account, we're sitting just over $1 million in year to date actual expenses. So we are, if the net budget there, the net revenue at the end of the fiscal year is 600,000, we're a little under that. Assuming things continue to hold steady, I would anticipate we might maybe 700,000-ish around net revenue at the end of the year. Page 5, combining statement for all the jail-related funds. This doesn't happen often, but I was going to point it out just when it does occur. If you look at the revenues total for March and the expenses total for March, we actually had lower revenue than we did expenses for the month of March. We had 2 months of the medical hit in March. It does happen occasionally, but that's a little over $500,000. So, but for the year, we're still at $33,773,000 total year-to-date revenues and $28,419,000 year-to-date expenses. So again, I just wanted to show that there are certain months that things hit where we don't cover, but for the year, we're still holding steady. Page 6, combining statement with detail, you can see all of the revenues, all of the expenses laid out there. If you look down on number 5 on the expense line, again, we got 2 months of medical hit, so that's well over $1 million that hit in March. Occasionally that happens, just want to point it out. They continue to hold steady. We have some good revenue drivers, U.S. Marshals housing, the use tax, things like that. Hopefully, and I'll talk about this actually on the next page. For the month of March, as you can see, that $2.1 million was the lowest sales tax collection so far for the year in terms of the months, but we were still up 1.6% year over year and 2.4% over 2 years ago. So it wasn't a bad month in terms of that. We have done the sales tax collection for the month of April. That was just under 1% lower. So going into next month, looks like we collected 2.217 million. And that, I think, when we do the sales tax collection for May for next month, that's when we'll really get an idea of what impact this is going to have.
All right, any questions?
I have a question on,
Okay.
on the other sales tax sheet you gave us.
Yeah, that one comes from the treasurer.
Shows April 22 to couple of March. So it says April what actual time period we tax.
I believe the way OTC calculates that, so for April, for example, that would run, I believe, the 15th of February to the 15th of March, and then we do the collection the first week of April. So when we do the one for May, that would be essentially the 15th of March through the 15th of April.
Start seeing some really dramatic stuff. Right?
Yeah, it's hard for me to know exactly.
We can lag even beyond that.
Yes, yeah. I mean, that's just going to be a snapshot of that particular collection, and then going into June, we'll just kind of see what it looks like.
All right. Any motions on number 5 on budget revenue and expenditures?
Motion to accept.
Second, please.
Second.
Okay, Keith,
Yes.
Peters,
Yes.
York,
Yes.
Cisse,
Yes.
and Shalene.
Yes. Next item, sheriff's report.
We've had our first positive case of COVID in the jail with our assistant chaplain. Fortunately, she had limited contact with our inmates, but we continue to monitor them as well. We continue to have our safety pods, so you're arrested when you come in for their safety, our staff safety, and of course the communities. The police are 14 days in the safety pod and under observation. Starting Friday, we have, in partnership with Turnkey, have decided to hire an additional mental health practitioner for those particular pods. Because they are, and this is unique in terms of past practice, and because of the COVID, they're having to stay in their cells for 14 days. And that can be taxing physically and mentally. So physically, I think we've done everything possible to ensure their safety. And now mentally, we also want to make sure that we're addressing those needs. So we've decided definitely to amend the contract and have a mental health practitioner be in there full time.
Address tracking, so we get rebated on that, right?
Correct, yeah, so that is all falls under, hopefully the CARES Act and things like that, as well as the overtime and the position for our detention officers. It's fairly unique. We've also been taking this time to figure out what, moving forward, once we come out of this crisis, what can we do different? What can we do so that the next time this happens, we're a little bit better prepared? And one of the things is, in talking with Steve Kunzweiler, is enhancing our ability to do video court so that we can get away from transportation as well as bringing them here to the courts. I think not only does that address potentially, or at least provide some safety precautions in the event of another pandemic, but it's also, I think, will show some savings in terms of, especially from having to transport and things like that. So those are a couple of things that we've been talking about. We recently provided some masks that were custom masks for our employees at the jail, as well as our patrol officers. Really nice surgical looking masks that's with our badge on. So that's kind of a neat thing that we were able to provide our employees. The other thing I would like to kind of just touch on briefly, during this time, as if we weren't busy enough, Still She Rises, ACLU have decided to enhance their lawsuit that they currently have in regards to bonds, which many of you should or at least are familiar with. But they've also submitted to the courts that simply having inmates in the jail is causing an unsafe environment for them because of the COVID, which of course is not. In fact, county jails in regards to detention have been the safest across the country. Prisons, that's a different story. County jails have been one of the safer ones, including ours. The precautions that we've taken, the limited access from the outside, based on how this virus is spread, jail is actually one of the safest spots in Tulsa. I think we've proven that because we've yet to have any issues with COVID. But again, as I will say that every day is a new day. But I think the safety precautions and things that we've been are going to limit that exposure. So, am I missing anything?
Sheriff, I just want to say,
Be safe in our jail. Become safer.
We started.
can I say something when you get, yeah. I mean, Stan, I'm sorry. Sheriff, thank you. I'm excited to know that the patrol officers are going to have masks now as well. That's really, and that you're thinking beyond what happens next, because I do think, all of us are going to have to do that. So anyway, I just want to thank you for that.
Thank you.
So she still rising and they filed that case in the other states?
Yes, the bonds is going around everywhere.
I knew that.
And so here they're using that, using the COVID. I mean, I somewhat expected it. You never let a crisis go to waste. And, they're lobbing those accusations at us that simply keeping inmates in our jail that are vulnerable is cruel and evil and all those things. I think our response has been very good, and I think we will be okay. But I would point out, just in case anybody is not really aware of the consequences should something like this happen. Los Angeles and New York released everybody almost in their jails that were vulnerable, and now they're having their fine. The LA County Sheriff came on and said, prepare that we're getting ready to have a conversation. Mayor de Blasio from New York City, on yesterday said, prepare, we're getting ready to have a conversation. Because they allowed these people to go out. And it was under the belief and under the pressure that, there's a dangerous spot and this and that. Well, that's what they're trying here. And I do intend, it's pending, so I'm not gonna go into detail, but at some point in time, when we get through this, I am going to publicly talk about this. Because I find it ridiculous that during this time, they hit us with a lawsuit that took us a month now to respond with affidavits. A month of our time responding to ridiculous lawsuits by the social justice groups. So anyway, I just weren't aware of it. That's what's been going on. Doug Wilson and I will tell you the civil group from the Defense Office have been fantastic. Working us through this thing and ensuring that you're responding.
Well, we appreciate your efforts. You are showing that it can be done safely. It can remain without having any incidents so far. And certainly appreciate bringing in the mental health support that not only the inmates probably need, or the families also gives them reassurance. And I'm sure they're very appreciative also.
Yeah.
We started videos over like a year ago, longer ago. Video.
We've had video reports, yeah. We've had video reports of that. Even prior to me, it was the arraignments. We started bond docket 7 days a week, probably 6 months now.
How many people have already reduced the courthouse now because of video?
I don't have that data. It's pretty significant.
It is. I would say a little over a quarter. It's not quite a half, I don't think, but at this point, that's pretty good.
If you step it up.
If we step it up, I mean, really, when you think about it, the exception of probably jury trials, there, that probably, pretty much everything else is done. One thing or another, what I think, even if we went to the half of our inmates, that's pretty significant.
You hear that noise, Karen?
Yes.
Yep.
Not me.
Hail.
That's all sides.
Oh my God.
Downtown, you're getting hail?
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't want to hear. You keep it downtown. Oh my goodness.
Thank you, Sheriff. Appreciate your report. We'll move on to report and update, report services, Tulsa County Criminal Justice Policy Council, Sherry Carey, the one and only.
Morning.
Good morning.
Nice.
Probably gonna see a significant difference in numbers coming up in the next months. We're doing things very different than we were. Community service has halted for now, so I imagine this is all over and done. That probably gonna be really packed and maybe working some comp time over to try to get the things cleaned up that we need to again. You're still managing supervision for court order conditions and rotating the staff so that they're not all here at the same times. We're meeting clients outside the courthouse for certain conditions by the court so that they don't enter. You've got masks for the officers to wear when they're going out to meet those supervision requirement clients. We are recommending PR bonds at the bond docket, but we're providing the judges with a full background that includes an NCIC. That's the same process we would have done in the past with pretrial release, except it's moving us to the future for a better plan to have that an expedited process at the jail, and hopefully we can work out that plan together in the next few months and see if we can get that started. So you're gonna see a decrease in pretrial, but you're gonna see another number on your report probably next month that shows to be referred as a possible PR instead of a pretrial for the judges. You'll also see the decrease in community service hours, obviously. We're doing the best we can. We've got a temperature reader downstairs now, and I'm coming in and taking the temperature. So everybody's practicing social distancing, and they're just doing a really great job. I think they pulled together, and as a team, you know, we're going to make it through this. So I think everybody's doing really good.
Like your staff is involved, or
We do have some, and like I said, they're rotating with different supervisors coming in during the week, but most of the stuff is being done at home if it doesn't have to be done here. Bond docket, we support daily, 7 days a week, so we have people here for that, but they are rotating.
Sure, any questions from Sheriff? Appreciate it. Next item is opening the proposals for the annual auditing services. Do we have those? I have them in my packet, those two. Any?
Yeah.
Discuss those?
you for someplace for review recommendations.
I don't know who would, Sheriff Williams used to always come and present these. So that she's retired, so I don't know who to play.
You want to defer this for next meeting, or is it can it wait?
Okay, you want to go get it? Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, thank you.
I like your uniform. I like your uniform.
Oh, gosh.
During the COVID, I'm dressing down. I come home every
We're
night.
waiting on presenting. How's Mr. Orbison there?
How big was that? Can you tell?
The leaves were falling up there.
On the side. See if I can get Tim over there. Yeah. Coming through the street, it's still not that small as it is.
Oh,
That'd be pretty big.
They were pretty close to all falling at the time they were, yeah.
Do what you get, Jerry.
Jennifer, Harlan,
Potter?
Hot work. You have front door.
That is golf ball size. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Where'd they get it? Where'd they get that one?
This one hit my work. My house, which is about 3 or 4 miles from here. But we also have an apartment. One of the guys is different outside. That's a golf.
Yes,
Dan, did you see the text from Doug Wilson?
yes,
Yeah, we
Okay.
got,
thank you.
Do I have time to go grab some more hot water?
Jennifer's here now, she's gonna talk about the,
Okay, great. I'll sit
Jerry
down.
Ryder.
I'm here, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine.
So we went out for an informal bid for, TCCJA audit proposals. And we received two back, one from RSM out of Oklahoma City and one from Stanfield Mendel, our current auditors. The numbers were, Stanfield Mendel came out at 13,500 for the audit. RSM came out at $20,100. Everything else was fairly similar, in terms of timelines, deadlines, things like that. So the biggest thing is the cost difference.
what they were gonna do is same, pretty much the same, both of them.
Correct, yes.
How many years has Stanfield Odell been doing their audits?
They've been doing our audits for the last 5 fiscal years.
That's a pretty significant difference in cost, and of course, you like to mix it up and, you know, some like to go every 3 years, 3 to 4 years to change auditors is a good practice. So at this point, we had 2 bids.
Right, we sent out for, I believe there were 9 audits.
Right.
Move to approve Stanfield Odell.
I'm sorry. Yes,
This
sir.
agenda item simply says alternate.
Okay, yeah,
So really, the agenda is step one, review recommendation.
Sure.
Step one.
for action next time.
Okay. All right. And thank you for that, Jennifer. Appreciate that. We'll
I will
move
go into executive session.
there is no executive session.
They won't.
Oh,
I know that Sharon Doug and Clock Practice, I'm just thinking maybe you want to have some updated communication.
we can do that.
Know that something's happening. So I'm, if you don't mind, I think we just, spend about 30 seconds.
That's fine. All right, that motion.
Keith? Keith?
Yes.
Peters?
Yes.
York?
Good.
Cisse?
Yes.
Cisse?
Yes.
Okay, and Celia.
Yes.
Okay, put this on.
Okay.
All right, so just to confirm, we are now in executive session.
Yes.
Okay, back live. I can resume.
Live on there. Okay.
Go back into regular session.
Second,
Okay, Keith,
yes.
Peters,
Yes.
York,
Yes.
Tuesday,
Yes.
Salih,
Yes. All right, back in regular session, second item, discussion of possible action regarding executive session. There are none, so we'll move on to the chairman's report. I have none other than just want to thank Mayor York for serving on this board. His term is up as of this meeting, and we appreciate his service and want to wish him well.
I appreciate that, Commissioner. Thank you very much. Been my pleasure.
Thank you, bud. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Thanks, Mayor.
Thank you.
His car was outside. Do you cover the cost of that?
Oh,
But only cost him a dime to get here because we're giving away gasoline now. So, yeah. All right, new business. If there is none, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Keith,
yes.
Peters,
Yes.
York,
Yes.
Tuesday,
Yes.
and Salih.
Yes. Thank you all.